Hey, Wheat Kings fans, welcome to All the Kings Men, another episode of our Wheat Kings podcast. It's a bit of a quieter week as of us recording this right now. The Wheat Kings are on the road for our holiday road trip out to Alberta. But joining me today, we've got our Director of Game Day Operations, Cole Fraser, and our Marketing Coordinator, Sam Huston. So welcome. I was going to say welcome to the podcast, but you're the consistent ones. Everyone's been here the whole time, so... Yeah, we're halfway through the season. We're over halfway now with the Teddy Bear Toss game last week.
I want to say it's like flown by, but it has flown by, but at the same time, I'm like, we've done a lot.
We have. It's been a very home heavy first half of the season. So
that's why it has flown by.
What's that?
That's why it has flown by. It's because we've been so busy.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's hard to believe. Like, it's hard to believe, but like, it's not hard to believe. I don't know. It's been a lot of work, but I mean, it's weird when we don't have games going on.
It is actually.
It's very weird.
Is going to be weird.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. Like we don't have hockey for 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks. December 28th is our next game.
Yeah,
we've got to deal with the social media and stuff of away games, but that's all basically you. I mean, we're setting up and gearing up for the holiday hockey on January 28th or December 28th, sorry. But yeah, other than that, like the players are gone.
Yeah. Half
the players after the game in Calgary this weekend aren't even jumping on the bus to come back here. They're all staying out in Alberta. So
I guess like the perks of that, like if you're on that bus, is like the leg room for just sitting back and having a nap or whatever to kill some time.
Oh well, sometimes there would be times if. Say there was a lot of people not coming back on the bus, you'd stop somewhere, get a nice bite to eat, not just a gas station food and something. They could treat you. It'd be nice.
And you're not at the back of the line for that. For that.
How'd it feel being that bus driver though? Like you're driving from Calgary to Brandon with maybe six guys on the bus.
Oh,
like you're quiet, but you know.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very. I don't even know if you'd put on a movie. Like
everyone in there is either sleeping or like they got their own phones out watching something, right? So
that bus ride is going to be, for those who are coming back on the bus, that's going to be a long one.
That's going to be a long trip.
You just want to get home. You know you're on break now, and it's but it's 10 hours, or is that what it is? 10 hours?
Yeah, something
Calgary,
like that.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is nice that, this year, I mean, I don't know if you were, so you started in August. So did you get the chance to...
I didn't start in August.
Oh, when did you start?
September 15th.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The week before home opener.
So did you, like, when we had the tailgate party, did you get the chance to, like, check out the bus? Like, now that we have the nice bus with the Wheat King logo and they've all got their chargers and stuff with the seats and everything like that?
I did not, actually. I was busy running around with Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Helping set some stuff up. Because then I think it was Mike was down there at the tailgate party, and... Yeah, I didn't get to check that out. I would like to see it though.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It probably would make that trip, the trip back with I know if I hit the road, my phone would be dead by Regina. If I was sitting on the bus, I'd be playing games or watching movies and it'd be gone.
I never seen the inside of it either. But I've seen the outside. I've never.
Is it wrapped?
Yeah,
It's our first ever wrapped bus.
Oh, really? Brandon never had a wrapped bus before?
No, because we've always used like a charter bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the first time we've had a wrapped bus.
I always think the wrapped buses were so cool as a kid. You'd see all the like Red Deer, Edmonton, they'd all be parked in the...
Well, and the funny thing...
ours isn't that fancy. Like the really decked out ones, ours just has our logo.
Well, the inside, like there's the four coaches seats at the front that have the Wheat King stitched into the headrests and everything like that.
The inside's sick.
The inside's
like, unreal.
Nice. It's funny because like it's Engelheim, right? So whenever say we play in Regina, our bus leaves Regina to come pick us up, go back to Regina, back here, back to Regina. And
really?
There. Yeah. So it's like,
does it actually?
Yeah, it does. Or I don't know if it's Regina or Saskatoon, or it's one of the two. Like it's a ways away, but yeah, like all the other teams, I think the Blades, the Blades or Broncos have Engelheim as well too. So it's the same deal where like our buses probably just sit in a parking lot when we're not using them all together, which would be kind of a funny thing to see if we went to Regina or Saskatoon or wherever it is.
Is it? I can't remember which team it is. Is it like Saskatoon or Edmonton or something that puts like it's not a Bitmoji, but like
it was caricature. Edmonton, the Oil Kings did that.
That's I think that's so cool.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be cool if, like, I know it'd be kind of hard, but like if you put them like to where you're sitting.
I think that's kind of what
I think
they were
I
getting at.
don't know, but just because like you make trades and everything, right? Like I know they acquired someone and they had to put it on there, and it was very quick. But I was like, that's unreal. Like, just a great idea to put on there. I think that was one of the neater things I've seen on a bus.
Well, I remember when the Royals first came to the Dub, they put out a video of their like brand new bus that they bought when they got the team, and it was like unreal how nice it was. And like the outside, the whole thing is wrapped. The inside has got like the sleeping quarters and stuff like that. And it was like it was one of the nicest buses I've seen. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they still have it because that was 10 or so years ago. Like that was a while ago. But
I wonder how the buses now would compare to back in the day.
Oh, back in the day when they would get on the old chrome-sided buses. Yeah. Well, we did with our trading cards that we did last year. They had like the Legends cards, and one of them was like getting off the bus after the 1979 championship, and it was a picture of the bus, and I'm like, man, I can't imagine. Like I can't remember who we were playing that year for that championship, but like being in Brandon, we have to go the farthest out of any other teams because even our smallest or shortest trip is 3 hours.
Yeah.
And like, the amount of time you spend on a bus is wild.
You were you a pretty big like Wheat King goer last year? Like I know I know you were like years and years ago, but like when you started working at Keller's, like were you a big Wheat King guy? Like you'd go to a lot of games? Or I
would follow it. I wouldn't go to as many games. Like I wasn't really like I still always had the app on my phone and I would get notifications when they score, but like I was nothing compared to what I was when I was 16, 17 and when I was doing Willie and stuff like that. I was at every game and I would know every single player. But like the last couple of years, I can't say that I knew every player by name or by heart. Now, I mean, and now obviously I'm really bad at faces when the guys got turkeys for Christmas and we went out and I was like, oh shoot, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know the faces to the names. And so they had to tell me and I'm like, oh shoot, I felt really bad. I was dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not around them as much as like me and Sam are.
No,
so like it's definitely going to be a lot more difficult for you because you probably see them more with their helmets on, whereas me and Sam see them more without their helmets on. So
yeah, 100%. So a bit of a recap on kind of the first little bit of the season. Obviously, the team kind of came out of the gate a little slower than I think we would have liked to, and like we would have seen or liked to have seen on it. Now, obviously, they've made a few ads like Skvortsov and just
Phil. Finally making his way over. That was nice. You can slowly see him. He's started to really elevate his game. I think he's gotten used to the smaller ice surface than it is in Europe, which is really nice to see. And he's been a big, almost a backbone of helping this team get to where they are now for sure. And
100%. I wrote down like last 10 games were 8-2-0, which is incredible. I did do some checking on the stats and stuff like that. And Ruzicka he's third in wins in the league right now with 13 wins.
He's third?
He's third in the league, yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
So he's been a big part. And they beat some pretty good teams in that stretch too.
They have.
We beat the Memorial Cup host there, Kelowna. Again, they were missing a couple World Junior guys who were away, but still, like they're hosting. That's a big win. They beat Edmonton yesterday.
Yeah.
What was it, 4-2?
4-2. We beat Medhat on a couple times now.
Yeah, we're undefeated against Medhat this year, are we not?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah,
I thought we are. Yeah, we are.
2-0. They beat them in Medhat, then they beat them at home, and then third game goes this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think you got it. Like, I think I don't know what to characterize them as right now, but like I think you got to throw Saskatoon in the mix.
Oh yeah.
They always give us a good game.
Yeah.
And again, I think they're kind of up in the air on what we need to characterize them as. And I think the WHL, like every other team, is just kind of like where is Saskatoon going to be when you got players like Evan Gardner like holding your back end?
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a strong team. whether we see something at the trade deadline, I don't know. Because again, I think a lot of teams are wondering, like, what kind of team is Saskatoon? Are they going to be a contender? Are they going to try and load up draft picks, like what their plan is? But I do think that the East is going to be the favorites for
100%.
for the Ed. So
100%. And I
Other
think
than maybe Everett.
yeah, the thing with Everett, like you've seen it a lot. We've seen it the last few years of like, I didn't follow it as much as in the last few years as I normally would have. But Everett's had these great seasons, and
they always
stumble in the playoffs.
Always fall short.
It's and I mean that's just kind of the nature of the dub, right? I mean, it all depends on where you get seated in the playoffs.
Also playing they'd be playing the U.S. division mostly in playoffs. You play them all 6 times. Like everyone's familiar with everyone, so at that point it just got to make it, and who knows what can happen.
You start like, I actually I'm gonna say with Everett, I'm like, you start to feel bad for them because like how many years in a row is this now where they're just unbelievably strong?
Oh, even when I was playing, they were still unbelievably strong.
They're always good, and they just can't seem to get over the hump.
Yeah,
and it's like it's honestly it's like it's heartbreaking because you want to see a team like that succeed. It's the same as when again we didn't make it in 2015, and then again like we finally did in 2016. It's just like finally got over the hump, and that was like wasn't it like 10 years or something like that since we had made it to the Memorial Cup? Like it was a long or maybe
it was a while
longer.
like because we like 2010 when we hosted, we got knocked out by Calgary in the finals. So we didn't actually win.
It's more than that. It was probably more than 10 years.
It would have been the last time they would have won then before the hosting.
Well, we had like 2015 we were in the WHL finals.
Yeah.
And then, we lost out.
To Kelowna, lost to Draisaitl, Morrissey.
Lost to Kelowna, which again, like, like I said to I think it was Hads a few weeks ago, when I was like, you guys are making us feel old. When I was like, what's your first memory of the Wheat Kings? Oh, 2016 when I was 8 years old. I'm like, okay, that makes me feel really old.
Yeah.
Because like I vividly remember the 2010 Mem Cup, but 2015 playing Kelowna, I always think back to whenever we play Kelowna, like last week that when we beat them, I was like, every time I see them, I kind of get those flashbacks of like them beating us. Same thing with the Hitmen. Like I always loved when we played.
That was always the rivalry too, right? Was the Hitmen and the Wheat Kings back then? Hitmen were always good.
Both
Wheat
those
Kings
teams
were always good,
stacked with talent.
Yeah,
like NHL talent.
They were. Calgary was and in the 2010 Memorial Cup, Calgary and obviously Windsor were the favorites. Like Windsor 100%. Was the favorite.
Well,
Calgary was supposed to be in the final.
I still, whenever we have an overtime and we play that overtime video and it's the Jay Fair overtime goal,
is iconic.
In the Memorial Cup semifinals, every time I'm like, oh, chills. I get the chills, right? Even just thinking about it, I'm like, I remember sitting on my parents' couch at home, and I was 12 years old, and I remember that goal happening, and I was running around the living room. I was
supposed to be at that game, and I just decided I was at a buddy's house, and we just decided like, no, let's just stay here and watch. I don't know, and I actually went to the Memorial Cup final.
So did I.
Yeah, but in my when I replayed in my head, I'm like, I would have rather been at the semifinal.
Oh yeah.
Everyone knew the Wheat Kings weren't gonna win the Memorial Cup.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but it wasn't happening when you have Adam Henrique, Taylor Hall.
Well, Philip Grubauer was a goalie. Cam Fowler was on the team, I think.
And
I mean, stacked.
Well, and you look at our team, we had some big names of players that 100%. Went on to have long NHL careers, and you got Matty Calvert and
Shen
still playing.
Yeah.
But you look at our goaltenders. We had Hayes and Desairs, and I can't remember who I was talking to the other day, and we were talking about the Memorial Cup, and I think in that finals, I can't remember who played, if it was Desairs or Hayes.
It was Desairs.
It was Desairs.
Yeah.
And that was like his first game playing in the Memorial Cup because Hayes had played all the other games.
He got put on waivers again, and he actually got picked up by the Sea Dogs and won a Memorial Cup.
I thought that was Hayes.
No, it was Desairs.
Oh, because I know there was a goalie that we got to fact check this.
You are more than welcome
check it
to,
out
because
right now.
I know
I just want to make sure we get it right. But yeah, I do remember them getting picked up and winning, because the next year was in Huberdeau was playing with the Sea Dogs when they were hosting it, right? And that's when.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the talent on that team. Even Brandon, like Hamonic was there.
It was Desairs. He went.
It was Desairs, eh?
Yeah, it went from Brandon in 09-10 to St. John's in the queue, and then
Who do we pick up Desairs from?
Seattle. We got him from Seattle.
Okay, so we didn't get him off waivers. We got
he was only in Brandon
he
for.
He got claimed off waivers from.
Yeah,
the
so
Seahawks,
he was only in Brandon for half of that season. Like it's. Yeah, he played.
I know, like we were supposed to get Eberle, but were the only two trades that we made Hamonic and Desairs then?
Well, I think was the Hamonic one not.
The Hamonic one was like he was injured at the World Juniors, and we picked him up while he was at the World Juniors. I remember that.
Okay.
I remember
because
that.
I think the other one was trying to get that Colton Tubert and Jordan Eberle together.
Which he's still playing in the NHL too.
Yeah.
Hamonic is still he's with Vancouver right now, isn't he?
Is that who
He's
it
still
is?
with Vancouver? I think so, because he got traded closer to Canada. Or not closer to Canada. He got traded into
I don't
Canada.
know why I was thinking Calgary, and I'm like, that's wrong. Because I know he played for Calgary, did he not?
Yeah.
'Cause he played for almost every, Canadian team. Now, who's he missing? Edmonton and Montreal and Winnipeg?
Toronto.
He
He played with Ottawa.
Okay, sorry. So he's played with, what, 2 or 3?
Three. He's in
yes.
Vancouver. It's 3.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, back to our current year. We kind of got a little sidetracked there, but I mean, we're 17-11-1 right now. We're sixth in our conference and 10th overall in the league.
Yeah.
Which I think after the start that we kind of had, you can really see the guys' chemistry gelling, even on and off the ice. I'm sure you've seen it when you're doing community events with them that. I think they're gelling a lot better now than at the first little bit.
Well, I think a big thing is, and you're right, when you're winning, it just, your life becomes a lot easier, right? Because everything's going the right way for you. So, and I know Sam had mentioned this, but I think Ruzicka is a big reason for that. I think he's taken a lot of pressure off the defense, and everyone knows we're going to score 4+ goals a night. I mean, I think if we scored 2 or whatever, I think that's probably going to be an off night for us. I think everyone knows we're going to score 4+ goals a night, but I think he's taken a lot of pressure off of the D to just play their game.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you out. You guys help me out. They're not. And again, Krause, as of recent, has been stellar.
He's also been playing great.
So, I mean, again, it helps your D get out of their heads into making those little mistakes. I mean, especially a defenseman and a goalie, last thing you want to do is either leave your goalie out to dry or leave your defenseman out to dry. It's the communication aspect. But when you guys are on the same page and you're gelling properly, you're going to win 90% of your hockey games, if not more.
Well, just look at the Jets, for example. They lose the best goalie in the league.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can see that almost they're playing a bit tighter. They don't want to make those mistakes because they know the brick wall's not back there.
I had some friends that were at the Jets game the other night, and they were all annoyed that they were going to a Jets game and Hellebuyck wasn't going to be playing, and then all of a sudden the Jets even had posted their projected lineup. Hellebuyck wasn't listed, and then they were standing down in front of the bench for warm-ups, and Hellebuyck's standing on the bench. And well, if Hellebuyck's dressed, obviously he's getting a start.
Yeah.
And he came back 2 weeks before he was supposed to.
I was gonna say that seemed earlier than
it was.
thought.
He was between 4 and 7 weeks to be out, and he came back in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or 2.5 weeks
And
or
watch,
something like that.
he'll play the next 27 games.
Yeah, and he played well.
Was that the game against Washington?
Yeah, that was
they won 5-1.
They won 5-1. Yeah, and I think from what I heard, their only goal that they had against was on a 5-on-3.
Probably Ovi in his office.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no, I
It definitely does make a difference once both goalies Phil and Krauser, they both got confidence when they're making those big key saves. You're playing everyone just starts playing looser. You're not gripping your stick as tight. You're just playing. You just got that almost flow state to it.
Yeah,
and everything just starts to click. And I actually think the adversity at the start of the year is going to help them a lot as the year goes on.
When you beat the Edmonton Oil Kings in their barn, they have other than maybe Medicine Hat, they have the highest momentum in the WHL right now.
Oh yeah,
Medicine Hat's on what, a 9-game heater or something, or they're like 9-0-1 or something.
Yeah.
So other than maybe Medicine Hat, we have the highest momentum in the WHL.
And that was what, their third Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So what, 3
in a week.
Yeah, and then they still got the, what is it? They
play tomorrow.
10 days or 11 days.
Yeah.
Like, so that was a pretty impressive win. It was nice to see that happen. So.
Yeah. And I think the big thing that we're seeing now is we have all lines kind of contributing now, which helps.
Yeah.
And it's not just maybe on the score sheet, but again, we're seeing guys like Jimmy Egan being unreal on the penalty kill. We're seeing our third and fourth liners just playing their roles properly, being grinders. We're seeing guys Joby, Mistel racking up points.
That's a guy.
Joby's third in the league in goals right now, or in scoring. Joby's third in the league. Jax is third in assists, and Serkan is first in power play goals.
Like,
and Serkan's will be second in rookie scoring.
Yeah, I think so. Behind Robert.
Yeah.
Who is still also just somehow performing.
He's just on another level.
He's tearing this league up right now.
Yeah.
And I had no idea I never heard of this kid before anything, and he is tearing it up.
Whatever scout had him on his radar, that man deserves quite the raise.
He's from
Allen, Texas.
Is that where he's? I knew he was from Texas, but like how they found him, like that's some good work by the.
Which, I mean, we had Mateo Michaels last year, who was a stellar player, but JP Hurlbert's just on another level of just IQ and scoring abilities, and I
think that whatever that'll be, he's 16, right?
No, he's committed. I think he's committed to play NCAA next year.
This is his draft year.
This is his draft year.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not young by any stretch. I'm pretty sure he's committed to be playing NCAA next year.
He's probably going to shake up that order of the draft this year. I mean, obviously, Gavin McKenna is still playing unreal down in the States.
Well, I think they had him, the last time I saw the rankings, they had him at 9th in North American skate.
Did he bump Carell's down one, or is Carell's still moved up?
I think Carell's was still
like 6th or 7th or 8th or something like that.
Yeah, but do you guys think that with that whole NCAA rule, you'll see a lot more Americans slowly start coming up to Canada? Like, have we seen it a bit already? Like,
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I also like in my thought or my opinion, I think you'll maybe not this year, but next year start to see some of those guys that maybe would have gone down or that have gone down come back up.
Yeah, I do think, and I hate to say it because I do think it's a good league, but I think the USHL is in trouble because of this rule. Like, I'm not, okay, maybe in trouble is not the correct terminology, but I do think we're going to see a lot of guys from the USHL come up. And again, there's teams from the USHL that are now going into the OHL. So I do think we're going to see a lot more USHL guys.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. I don't know if it's confirmed on how many teams, but like the rumor was 3.
Wait, like the OHL is adding teams?
OHL is adding US teams.
Oh,
yeah, from the USHL.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 are going to be like in the next 1 to 2 years. My guess is it goes up to minimum 4. But the OHL can do that. Like they have the space for it. And like honestly, could the Q add a couple more teams maybe from the US? I think it's a possibility.
But who do you get in the queue? Because right below them is like Vermont, Maine, not a geography.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is it a possibility that you could see teams joining the queue from the States? I think it's a possibility.
Maybe. I just don't know what USHL teams are down kind of that 100%. Way they're going to get close over to jump over. Because I know with Ontario, you got like Michigan's right
New York,
there,
Ohio,
like,
Pennsylvania.
They're right there.
Michigan,
but
all
could
those places.
We see in the NCAA like cities, I mean, obviously they're going to kind of have the bigger fan bases, but could we see maybe a smaller town in your New York's, Virginia kind of places that might join the queue? I think in the next. Now I'm not going to lowball and say 3 years, but like, could we see that maybe in 7 to 10? I think it's a possibility where we see those northeastern kind of states maybe thinking of joining because again, like why not is a big reason.
Yeah.
And again, more Americans might want to come up here now.
It will be interesting to see how all this ends up, because this is brand new to so many people with this whole CHL NCAA thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out 5-10 years down the road here, see what happens. Like, really, like you just said, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Like, who knows how the player dynamic's going to shift. There's Americans going to want to come up here, or Canadians going to keep going down there instead. Like, who knows?
Well, I think you see it with this year. Like, you see players like Chase Sirkan. The WHL is going to get younger.
Yeah,
and it's our top-notch players are going to be those 16, 17, 18-year-olds. I mean, the 18-year-olds, obviously, the league's just going to get younger. You'll have those few 20-year-olds that do stick around.
Yep.
And I don't think it's a bad thing that our league is getting younger. I think you get to showcase a little bit of talent at a, normally you see the Connor Bedards that are, 17, 18, and they go straight when they're 18. Really is no difference. Those elite players that were getting drafted and going straight to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Like Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, obviously who's he with?
Erie.
Yeah. Gets drafted. He's 18 years old, setting records as one of the youngest players in the NHL.
Yeah.
Like, first, I can't even remember what some of the records he set, but it's like he's just playing at an unreal level.
That guy is a freak. So at school, I lived with his brother. We went to the same school, lived in the same house.
Yeah.
And so, funny story. So they're all the guys are like hyping his brother up for the Canada Games, I think it was. Okay. Just recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, how good can this guy be? Like, are they hyping him up because it's his brother? Like, what is it? And then I watched him play. I'm like, oh, no, this guy is legit. Like, he is the best player by a country mile. And then we played some summer 4-on-4 just to kind of stay in shape for the season. He'd be played against us. I was like, I have all my aspirations to even go pro are gone. Like, this kid is the definition of pro. Like, he's going to be a superstar in that league.
Yeah.
Speaking of you playing, no, I know we joke about it, and like you played a few seasons with Kootenay. Like, when you were playing, what was your end goal? Were you playing to make it to the pros, or did you have a backup in mind afterwards? Or
well, I think every kid, like the Burrs and Hadges said, when you're in the league, you want to keep going pro. Yeah. You want to keep going pro. My biggest thing when I started was like, okay, maybe I got to start thinking about something else. Was once I had to like go to school, and I was like, you know what? There's definitely more ways to stay in and around hockey instead of being the hockey player, and that's kind of when. So about that 19, 20-year-old range, that's when I was like, okay, maybe I do got to start being a little realistic here. Like, COVID's happened. I'm not going to be the first. I'm not going to be looked at nearly as much in OUA compared to these new younger kids coming up. Like,
what year was your 20-year-old? Like, did you?
Well, I was in Portage at 20.
Okay.
With because my time with Ice was just over. It just came to an end, whatever. And then so I guess probably 19, 20 when I went back to Portage. I was like, okay, this is going to be an absolutely different route than any other players.
And then COVID comes along. You kind of have a very unconventional way to you kind of have a path of do I choose hockey or do I choose?
Well, we were banking on hosting the RBC Cup that year in Portage, and then that shut it down. I'm like, okay, now that was going to be one of the spots where there are schools or whatever, people are going to come watch that, and then that got shut down, and I was like, you know what, I think my path is either going to be really hard now, or I can start thinking about life after hockey a bit, and that's kind of when I really looked into what I was going to take at school and everything, and where can I go after, and found myself here.
Where did you apply to for schools? Like, 'cause I'm assuming you wanted to play in like U Sports. So like, where did you apply to, or where was kind of your like dream destination?
I wanted to go out to the Maritimes to start but there's only so many teams out there, and there is a bit of politics with the U sport. Not that like a lot of kids can go play, but a lot of kids who don't have 5 years or 4 years of junior, that plays a role in where you go. Because those schools aren't sending out scouts to games or anything. So they just kind of recruit off seeing stats and how many games played and everything. So that fell through pretty quick. And then I didn't really want to stay out west just because been everywhere. I didn't want to play against a lot of my buddies or former teammates at all. I kind of wanted a fresh new start. Yeah. So that's when I I got help from a local guy here in Brandon who helped me get a tape together, and I sent it out to some schools in Ontario. And then Brock just had that sports management course. Yeah. And there's some big name. Everyone probably knows Kyle Dubas came out of there, the GM of the Penguins now, was the Leafs. But there's also a bunch of sports management majors that have gone on to work with the Olympic committees, the Invictus Games. Like they go to what's the Canadian Basketball League. There's teams all over there. Like there's the amount of sports out there compared to Manitoba in popularity is crazy. Oh yeah. Like lacrosse, basketball, football's massive out there. Like I know there's diehards here who like there's leagues here, but out there it is just a whole nother level with the population and everything. So I mean, like people from that program go everywhere. Well, and like
when I went to a Blue Jays game in Toronto, and I was like living out there, and we were, I can't remember where we're going, but we were walking, and BMO Field's right beside Rogers, and so is Scotiabank Arena.
It's all right
they're all right beside the center, and after the Jays game, we're walking, and we're walking past BMO Field, and there was a Toronto FC game actually going on. The amount of people like just walking with Toronto FC jerseys was insane. It's just like the amount. Yeah, you're right. It's just like the diverse, like the sports diversity out there with soccer, and then like baseball and hockey. Like it's insane how many. The biggest
one I noticed was lacrosse. Like lacrosse is like a diehard sport out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew I know it is west, but I didn't know it was east. So
at least in Ontario, it is like it is. I went to one Toronto Rock game, and it is packed the whole time, and it is rowdy and fun, and people love it. Like it's a cultural thing there. Like it's a part of it.
I could see it. I feel like lacrosse. Like if you like lacrosse, like you only like lacrosse. I feel like just when you like lacrosse like that, like you're a diehard lacrosse fan. Like I feel like it's like F1, NASCAR, like those people like they're their own breed. Like they die NASCAR.
I don't know
F1.
if this is the right word, but it's almost like a niche sport.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's like your fans and everything. Like you've grown up on that, you love it. Like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for us, like we don't have any lacrosse here, like big time lacrosse.
No, Manitoba's hockey, and then you got
hockey,
like,
and
baseball is, I think, a big summertime thing. Yeah. Again, like Manitoba's growing into soccer and everything, and rugby is growing. But
it's growing, but
Manitoba is 100% hockey. And I mean, you could potentially throw like curling in there because curling is big in Manitoba, definitely. But hockey 100% is Manitoba.
Oh yeah.
Everyone in Manitoba watches hockey. And then you're exactly right. There's you branch out east and west, and it's a different ball game.
Completely different.
It does not compare to Manitoba.
Our climate kind of doesn't really help us out.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
and population. Like we're looking at.
We're coming off a week where we got like 2 feet of snow, and it was minus 40. Yeah. And that's kind of
talk about a kick to the groin there. Holy, that was the coldest because I've stayed out there for the last 5 winters, 2 summers.
Yeah.
That was the coldest I've felt in a long time.
That is the perks of living. Like I found in Alberta was like the Chinooks went, like you just get a random plus 10 in the wintertime. It's just like, this is the best. But the issue with that is so when I lived in Lethbridge was they don't plow the roads, or like they don't have ice scrapers for the roads. They leave it because they know in 4 days it's going to be plus 3 out and it's going to melt everything. But with that being said, hope you're rich because your vehicles are going to break all the time. Yeah. So, but that was that. everyone who says like, oh, so you're used to the cold, like in Manitoba, you're like, dude, it's a different breed in Manitoba.
It
like,
is.
It's not your cold. Yeah, I'm used to the cold. Do I like the cold? No. But like your cold is very different from the cold I've experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like being down in, so we went to a couple Bills games because we're 45 to an hour to the Bills games. It's so funny because those people get the weather kind of like we do from the lake effect.
Yeah.
So going down our first year, we go to the Bills game and no one's really dressed properly because they're used to somehow St. Catharines does not get cold weather. It makes no sense. It's the lake effect. I don't know how it works, but they don't get cold weather. So we go down there. No one's dressed properly. It's snowing. The game's delayed half an hour. We're freezing our butts off. It was just like they aren't used to any cold weather.
Yeah, Buffalo's on its own climate.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, it's own climate.
There's Canada, Manitoba, and then you could throw Buffalo just down here, like on their own.
Do you think there's anywhere, I'm going to say in the world, that gets the amount of snow Buffalo does? In one shot.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm sure there is.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is. If you're going world, I'm sure there is because, there's places like Alaska that.
Yeah. But again, like
in one
when
shot,
you see those one shots that Buffalo gets.
Like right before a football game or they're like they've got this much snow on the chairs that they have to. Yeah,
they're giving fans a hot dog and a drink to help shovel out of the stadium.
I wouldn't do it. Not a chance.
Have you guys seen on TikTok that kid from Sault Ste. Marie? He owns like they do like not shoveling, but he has like tractors and everything.
Is that where he's from? He's from the Sioux?
Yes. And he has like that very Italian last name. Yeah. And you see those shots they get there. And I know that Sioux is very, very close to Buffalo and all that. And they'll get this.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking geographically. I'm like, dude, they're not close together.
No, in terms of like how much snow they get and everything. But it'll be the same thing as Buffalo, like in terms of how they get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like it's
because they're right on the lake.
Yes,
coming
exactly.
right north, it just comes right up. And
it's so that's the thing is like everyone says, oh, like you're from Manitoba, it gets cold. Yeah, we don't get as much snow as we get a lot, but we don't get nearly as much as Buffalo, like southern. Well, actually Ontario, just in general, but like it's cold here. It's just it doesn't snow nearly as much and as hard as Buffalo, Sault Ste. Marie. Those southern places in Ontario.
Yeah, we're still going to complain though. I'm fine with that.
I'll complain all
the
time. The only perks to it being cold is the fact that hockey's coming, World Juniors are coming.
Yes.
Super Bowl's coming. And I'll throw it in even though some people might disagree. World Series, depending again.
No.
World Series coming. No, you can't say World Series is coming. That was we're literally 11 months away from the World Series.
No, but like it's starting to get, when the World Series happens, it gets colder out.
You're talking about October baseball.
I thought you were saying like looking forward to things, and I'm like, World Series.
Looking forward to the World Series. But to be fair, I feel like 90% of Canada's only interest in the World Series if the Jays are in it, which I'm on the same boat.
Yeah.
Like I love baseball, but it's just because I love the Jays.
Sick of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you mentioned World Jays there. Do you guys have any surprises that aren't on there or that or are on there?
In the World Juniors?
Yeah. Like I know we talked about Pickford a bit last
I still think Pickford's going to get picked up.
Yeah.
I still think there's a shot
brought as an alternate or whatever. Or like
I wouldn't even say that. I think there's a shot he still makes that team.
Yeah. I would hope, man. Like that kid's
because they just brought someone else to camp. So, there's hope, right?
But that team does have a deep D-core. That's the thing. I was looking at
I know it's every single year, like TSN, everyone will say Canada's the favorites to win. This is the deepest Canada team, I would say, in probably 3 years. Last year's team does
100%.
Last year's team was a joke. 100%. The year before that was meh. But this Canada team is insanely stacked.
Yeah.
The amount of people that
Insanely
could
stacked.
still have come back from the NHL if they were like allowed to
Yeah.
is
The one surprise, and again, maybe some people won't agree with me, but someone I think that should come back is Bennett Seneca. I still think that that's a person that,
Yeah.
I think he's better than Doc. Like when Doc came back, I think he's proven himself more than Doc did that year. But is it a significant amount where I think like, oh no, he should sit? No, I think Bennett Seneca's at a place where if he came back, that people would understand and be like, oh, what is Anaheim doing? No, I think he's at a place where
the Ducks are insane right now.
Yeah.
that's the
Like-
thing, right? Is
And
they're
like,
just
well, yeah,
they're
why would
solid.
you? The other thing too, like, is there was an interview it was yesterday or the day before that came out of McKenna talking about the World Juniors and like compared to last year, and he basically said, you know, last year and the year before that, like fifth isn't good enough.
no.
The fact that Canada finished fifth was it last year or was it the year before?
They
That was
make,
last-
did
we
they
did
make
last year.
fifth last year?
Yeah, because they lost in the quarters.
I
I can't remember who, but I
we
know
got
the
beat, we got
Czechs, was
beat
it?
by
Yeah, it was the
Latvia.
Czechs.
Yeah.
No, did we get beat by Latvia? Yeah, we gave them their first ever. World
Yes,
Junior-
Yeah,
yeah, but
Yeah.
that wasn't in a quarters. That was
No,
just
it wasn't.
round
That was
robin.
yeah,
just
but
round robin.
still,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah, it's still disgraceful.
I keep getting the video pop up on my feed of the Swiss coach a few years ago where he was asking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what we need to get back to.
they have
Is-
15 first rounders and 5 second
Yeah,
rounders.
yeah,
What are we
yeah.
supposed to do?
And now you're gonna have coach be like, did you guys see Canada last year and they lose to Latvia? Like we have a chance.
Yeah.
And it should the U.S. and I mean the Czechs are becoming a powerhouse.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for them. That's awesome.
That's
I
the
love
thing.
to
Like, do
see
you
that.
think other countries are catching up? Like it's
I
become
think
more
so.
popular
Yeah,
and catching up now?
I think other countries are catching up. I think the U.S. and Canada are still the elite of the elite.
For sure.
And I mean, it's disappointing that like Russia is not going to like.
What about Sweden? The team who
So I think your Sweden's, your Finland's are going to be those. Every year they're going to be up in the air. You don't know what you're going to get. I think Finland and Sweden are always going to be your third, fourth place teams. That's what everyone's just going to predict them at. Do they have a chance to upset someone? 100% every year they do.
Yeah, and I
Czechs
think,
now have a chance of being first place for the next probably 5 years, if not more. But with Hockey Canada's new changes with their staff, Canada should be running the World Juniors for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
yeah. Like
I mean, you look at the, like you said, the inconsistency of the Finlands and the Swedens and all that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of think of like, oh, you know, when you think of the big three, you think of Canada, U.S., and well, it used to be Russia,
I think
but
you
now
put Sweden.
it fluctuates every single year. Even
Yeah.
like the Olympics, I think you easily put Sweden as as the top three. But when you look, then you switch to the World Juniors, and it fluctuates and flips because there's just
I think like the U.S. I don't agree with it. I think the U.S. are ranked like 5th in power rankings for the World Juniors. Again, I don't agree with it. And Canada's at first. 100% agree with that. The Czechs are in the top 3. I agree with that. I think Sweden's in there too. And
well, Sweden at the World Juniors has been good. Like what they just got lost. They haven't won in that time, but they just last year they were 32-0 in round robin play, and then lost.
They're consistent.
Yeah.
They're just consistent. Do they ever drop below 4th or 5th? No. Does Finland? No. And again, Canada and it's the same as I think a lot of teams in a lot of sports. Analytics runs the show.
Oh yeah.
And again, if we're going into analytics right now, why isn't Pickford playing for Team Canada?
Yeah.
So that's again, someone needs to set the standard. I think Team Canada has the right man in charge in Dale Hunter.
Yeah.
I feel like I always hoped that Hockey Canada would say, here's a check. You put the money on it. You no longer work for the London Knights.
yeah.
Because he is 100% the best junior coach in hockey.
Oh, it's
without a question.
just with all his accolades and championships. Like the Western, like Don Hay is one of the best in Western Canada. If not, I think he has the most wins. But when you put him next to Dale Hunter,
Yeah.
it's like he just got the championships to back it up. It's like, holy cow, man.
Across with the Knights World Junior Championships, like it's not, and I think a big reason is not only does he have the hockey knowledge and the IQ, but he has that either you're going to play the way I expect you to or you're not playing at all.
Yeah, he gets the respect of the players right off the bat.
Yeah. And it's his way or the highway. And look what he's done. Again, the accolades, not even just the trophies, but you can't tell me he's not a big reason for how well Matthew Tkachuk plays, how well Mitch Marner plays. I'm going to throw his name in here, but Evan Bouchard is, again, on any given night can be a top defenseman in the league. So he's a big reason for it.
You had guys like Stolarz, he's in the NHL. Domi, who like that? Like those teams are just loaded. That Christian Dvorak played.
Yeah,
he's he's definitely like his style of play is written all over those guys.
100%. Yeah, I think they have. I think this year, and hopefully for years to come, they have the right people in place to make the teams that Canada wants to see. Because I'm sorry, but we can't be going into World Juniors and having fans mad at selections. And again, the biggest kind of bump this year was Pickford. Have we heard realistically like any other huge names? Again, you're going to see guys from the OHL saying, "Well, why isn't this person?" People from the Q saying, "Why isn't this person?"
Yeah.
The biggest name off the list this year was Bryce Pickford. No fans or buts.
20+ goals now at the time we're recording this.
He's second in the WHL in goals as a defenseman.
Like, that's absurd.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Like, that is absurd to be doing that. He had a hat trick. I think we mentioned it the last couple podcasts, but it's like, who's doing that?
Yeah. So I think, again, I think that's the biggest snub this year is Bryce Pickford. But look at, compared to last year when there was, 4 guys snubbed?
Yeah, Parak and all those guys.
Yeah, Misa, and I still find it funny, you see, they lost, and you'd see, Misa and Parak, like the tweet and stuff like that, and just kind of, good for you. Honestly, I was like, good for you guys.
Well, even, you had guys like Bjarnason, who was there, but didn't play a second on the ice.
No.
Which I think, honestly, I genuinely do think if they had played him in a game, in one of those games, their outcome would have been maybe not obviously win, but not 5th.
I would like to see at least every goalie get. I know it comes down to tournament play and standings matter a lot.
Yeah.
But sometimes it would be nice just to get everyone in a game. If they're not being able, what was that, Bjarnason's first year there? First and only year there. And it's sick he got to go, unbelievable. But let the guy play one. Come
100%.
on.
Yeah.
100%.
And again, if you're up 12-1 against Kazakhstan, throw him in for
just
the third period.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah. I mean, the only issue, I guess, is I think, again, if Carter George is in net and he's up and you're up 12-1 against Kazakhstan, does he want to get pulled? Does he want to keep his stats in check?
Yeah.
There's scouts watching. But at the same time, maybe I'm different and I'd be like, you know what? Throw Barney in here for a period. What's
Why
it gonna
not?
hurt?
Nothing.
I totally see what you're saying. And I mean, it's different from us to the next person, but I agree. That's why I don't know what's going to happen in terms of goaltenders for this World Juniors. I still think George is your starter.
Yeah.
And, I hate to say it, but I think Ravensbergen's unbelievable, quite possibly a top 3 goalie in the dub this year. I think he's your third string.
Who's their second again? That's
Ivan Kovic.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. I think he's worn the maple leaf all his life.
That's what that's going to come down to is those two have already played there.
Well, this is Ivan Kovic's first year playing at the World Juniors.
But he's worn the leaf.
But he's played in every Gretzky Holinka. He's played in every U17, U18.
So he's used to that. Not that the U18 and U17s are the Holinka era is the same level as the World Juniors, but
he has the international experience.
Yeah. I think a lot of it comes down to that. Has Pickford ever played Team Canada stuff yet? Is he in the Team Canada rankings? He's in not the rankings, but he's in the system.
And I think we don't know what Dale Hunter's kind of selection is like. We don't know what Hockey Canada's. Are they going for more? Okay, we have the scoring power. Let's make sure we have defensive structure.
But I also think
Pickford brings your offensive power.
There is a certain thing of last year, coming off of a really bad year. They were probably extra picky on who they were picking and
absolutely
who they were omitting, who they were
Absolutely.
picking, whether that is Senecki that gets the snub or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, it's hard to say what was going on in the dressing room last year, but
Yeah.
I think that's it's
Well, I think Canada is set for. We're not going to see Pickford next year, unfortunately, but I think Canada is set up for the next 3 years. Where next year we might see Jacobson, Pantelis in there.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they deserve to be at least in summer camp.
yep.
Oh, they got to be
100%.
invited. If they aren't invited, then
Yeah, and I mean, again, the year after that, I'm guessing Chase Serkan will be in the equation.
Yep.
So
Cirques.
I think that Canada's going to be strong for at least the next 3 years, if not longer than that.
If Phil keeps it up, he'll be at Czechia's camp.
Should be. Why would you not want a 6-7
I think
goalie?
if Ruzicka was here all year, putting up the numbers he has now, I think he'd be playing for the Czechs this year. I don't want to say he'd be starting because I don't know the Czechs all that well, but you're telling me that he should not be one of the 3 goalies?
Yeah, he's coming off. I mean, he's not that one save makes a goalie, but he's coming off of a couple weeks where he's had
massive.
he would have been WHL Player of the Week if what's his name from Tri-City didn't get his first shutout and score a goal. Like he would have been. He would have had.
Did you watch the third period? Like the end of the third period yesterday?
No, I didn't. Did he try for it?
Tried 3 times. Did he? Whiffed on all 3. Didn't. I don't think he got it past the blue line. It's his own blue line. But like he tried. I think two for sure.
So he's going for it.
Oh yeah, he was going for it.
Why wouldn't you? Right? I mean, you got Well,
I mean, it was when I'm like, dude, you're doing this against Edmonton. Like,
I wonder if the coaching staff, if they have
oh my god, that's what I was. I'm like, thank God it was like they didn't score. I don't think they scored an empty net.
Did they? Yeah.
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't.
No, so that's why I was just like, thank God it's 4-2 right now, because if it was 3-2 and you're trying this and you're not getting it out of the blue line, like if I'm Marty Murray, oh my God, I would be screaming.
Screaming, or your breath is out and you're just in shock. Like
you're trying to score a goalie goal and it's 3-2 right now. Well, against that quite possibly the best team in the WHL.
Yeah.
I wonder, people should comment, see who they think's going to win the World Juniors this year. Who they think their biggest snub is.
I think we'll get all Canada.
Yeah, someone will throw in the odd Czech.
Yeah,
but I don't think you're going to see a lot of USAs.
Oh, I hope not.
I don't like they got. I found strong goaltending again, which they're always going to. But yeah, I think Canada's going to be a lot better than every other team this year. And do I think that they're going to single-handedly beat everyone 6-1? No, because I think like they did against Latvia, they're going to be like, oh, cakewalk, look what happens. So I think there's going to be some good games, but biased Canada, I think, is just going to be a superior team this year, which, as they should be, and about time, I would say, too. So
yeah. I mean, we got some big things going on in our second half this year. Lots of stuff if you keep an eye on our social medias, there's going to be some big reveals about some pretty fun things going on later in the year, along the lines of fishing derby, maybe a little bit later on in the year.
I think
more to come on that.
The second half is definitely something to be paying attention. Yeah, for especially with how not even like just what we going on with in terms of community, but the race for in the East, I think is going to be
our division is apart from PA, it's wild. Like it's going to be a crazy finish.
Like we win one game, we jump to 4th. We lose, we could jump down to 7th.
Yeah.
So it's tight right now.
Yeah. No, I think the second half is going to be interesting in all different aspects with what we got going on besides the actual game at hand. I think it's going to be an exciting second half. And then for the more so I'm here to watch the game, like, again, it's going to be a battle in the East this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be more so in the West where you got Everett and Spokane and Prince George, who are likely going to lead the way. I think the East is going to really come down to the wire.
We have some big like Edmonton's still got to come here. Calgary's ahead of us. They got to come here again. Same with Medhat. Stoon's coming a couple more times. PA a couple more. Like there's some massive games coming away.
There's some big ones to circle.
Yeah, and we play Moose Jaw always gives us a good game.
Yeah.
And then Saskatoon always gives us a good game. Like those ones are coming up. So I think, again, if you're in the area, you need to come watch these games, because these games are, especially with how the season started for us, these are going to be the games now that matter when we're facing Red Deer, Moose Jaw. 100%. And then we need to start beating teams like PA. And again, we beat Edmonton, but we're going to have to do it again. So.
Yeah, got them twice more this year.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to come down to a battle.
Yeah. Well, make sure you don't miss out on these games that are coming up. Hope everybody has an awesome Christmas.
Let us know who you guys want on the pod next.
Yeah, let us know. We've got a little way. We got a little while, but that next one won't be till after Christmas. But thank you for.
If we get 2,000 views, Mike Filipchuk said he would join.
Yeah, I think I might take more than 2,000. But, thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for the support the first half of the season. Teddy Bear Toss was an unreal atmosphere to be at. Make sure we've got our half season tickets that are up for sale now. So swing by the Wheat King office if you want to get your hands on one of those. We still have flex packs available, everything like that. But hopefully everyone has a happy holidays and Merry Christmas and safe travels if you're going places. And thanks for listening. See you all in the new year.